The promotion battle at the top end of the championship seems to intensify by the week as about a dozen clubs scramble for 2 automatic promotion and 4 playoff places. Tuesday night's fixtures saw Cardiff City maintain their 4-point cushion in second place. Aston Villa and Fulham secure their playoff berths, and Middlesbrough climb back to 6th. But with another 10 matches to play or more for some teams, those teams are likely to swap places a few times yet. Here's our lowdown on the race for the Premier League. 1. Wolverhampton Wanderers 73 points from 34 matches, goal difference plus 31 by popular consensus the best team in the season's championship. Wolves have led the way since their 2-0 victory at Norwich City on October 31st. Backed by Chinese investors Fosun International and aided by the transfer market connections of agent Jorge Mendes, they have played some sparkling football under manager Nuno Espirito Santo all season. With the freedom to spend £15.8 million on Porto's Ruben Neves and the ability to bring in leading scorers Diogo Jota and Leo Bonatini in on loan, the Black Country side have looked a class above, winless in their last 3 matches. Fans will hope they haven't run out of puff with Cardiff moving to within 3 points of them on Tuesday evening. However, Wolves have the change to return to winning form when they visit Leeds United on Wednesday, and few will back against them winning promotion from here. Indeed, some regular watchers of the team this season believe they'll more than hold their own in the Premier League next season. Remaining fixtures: Wednesday, Leeds United A, March 10th, Aston Villa A, March 13th, Reading H, March 17th, Burton Albion H, March 30th, Middlesbrough A, April 3rd, Hull City H, April 6th, Cardiff City A, April 10th, Derby County H, April 15, Birmingham City H, April 21st, Bolton Wanderers A, April 28th, Sheffield Wednesday H, May 6th, Sunderland A, 2. Cardiff City 70 points from 35 matches, goal difference plus 24, a mid-table outfit since their relegation from the Premier League in 2014. Cardiff have been transformed this season under promotion specialist Neil Warnock. This would be Warnock's 8th promotion in the Football League and the 3rd side he has guided into the top flight if they are able to cling on to the 2nd spot they have occupied for large chunks of the season. A run of 5 consecutive wins has established a useful 4-point gap to Aston Villa as everyone enters the final straight, with a 2-1 home win over Barnsley another positive result on Tuesday night. Cardiff may not be as free-scoring and pleasing on the eye as some of their fellow contenders, but they are certainly tough to beat as you'd expect from a Warnock side. They also like to spread the goals around the side, with Junior Hoilett the only player to reach double figures in the scoring charts this season, with the likes of Bruno Manga, Joe Bennett and Sean Morrison holding the line defensively. Cardiff have only conceded 28 goals in the championship this season, the joint lowest in the division with Wolves. They should be able to see it home from here, though Villa and Fulham will be waiting to pounce on any slip-ups. Remaining fixtures: March 10th, Birmingham City H, March 13th, Brentford A, March 18th, Derby County A, March 30th, Burton Albion H, April 2nd, Sheffield United A, April 6th, Wolverhampton Wanderers H, April 10th, Aston Villa A, April 14th, Norwich City A, April 21st, Nottingham Forest H, April 28th, Hull City A, May 6th, Reading H, 3. Aston Villa 66 points from 35 matches, goal difference plus 24, a slow start to Steve Bruce's first full season in charge brought fears that Villa were again destined for a table of mid-table obscurity and yet more underachievement. However, once things clicked, they have been moving ever upwards in the table and now look certain of a playoff place at the very least. They briefly moved into second place following their derby win over Birmingham City in early February, but have since been overtaken again by Cardiff and now have a 4-point gap to bridge. Mind you, given their positive form in 2018 and the renewed upbeat mood around the club, nobody will fancy taking Villa on in the playoffs. Albert Adoma, their top scorer with 14, Conor Hurricane and Scott Hogan have impressed going forward, while John Terry's wages have been worth it for his presence and experience at the back. They recorded a comfortable 3-0 win at rock-bottom Sunderland on Tuesday night, a meeting of two clubs once of the Premier League but now drifting in very different directions. This Saturday's local derby with leaders Wolves will be a real test of their mettle, but a win could really shake up the automatic promotion race. Likewise their home game with Cardiff next month. Remaining fixtures: Saturday, Wolverhampton Wanderers H. March 13th, Queen's Park Rangers H. March 17th, Bolton Wanderers A. March 31st, Hull City A. April 3rd, Reading H. April 7th, Norwich City A. April 10th, Cardiff City H. April 14th, Leeds United H. April 21st, Ipswich Town A. April 28th, Derby County H. May 6th, Millwall A. 4. Fulham 65 points from 36 matches, goal difference plus 24 last season. Fulham made a perfectly timed late-season dart to reach the playoffs, only to suffer a disappointing semi-final exit to Reading. This season's late promotion assault promises to be even more spectacular. Following Tuesday night's impressive 3-0 home win over Sheffield United, the London side have an 8-point cushion in the playoffs, and they look unstoppable at the moment. 14 league matches unbeaten, including 11 victories and 8 consecutive wins at Craven Cottage. It's helped that their sequence includes wins over promotion rivals Wolves, Villa, Derby, Cardiff and Middlesbrough, lifting Slavica Djukanovic's team into contention after an indifferent first half of the season. The January side of Aleksandar Mitrovic, on loan from Newcastle United, has proved inspired, with the Serbian scoring 5 goals in his last 4 games, and he appears to be the missing piece of the puzzle. 17-year-old sensation Ryan Sessegnon is Fulham's top scorer, with 14 goals having been converted from left-back to forward, while Tom Kearney and Stefan Johansson have excelled in midfield, the informed side in the division and the championship's leading scorers. Fulham will be the team everyone fears in the playoffs. That's assuming they don't snatch second place. Remaining fixtures: Saturday, Preston North End A. March 17th, Queen's Park Rangers H. March 30th, Norwich City A. April 3, Leeds United H. April 7th, Sheffield Wednesday A. April 10th, Reading H. April 14th, Brentford H. April 21st, Millwall A. April 28th, Sunderland H. May 6th, Birmingham City A. 5. Derby County 61 points from 36 matches, goal difference plus 21. Another team that started the season slowly before clicking into gear through the autumn and winter to move themselves very much into playoff contention. Gary Rowett has worked impressively to make Derby an exciting, free-scoring side to watch, with Matev Vydra the main man, having scored 17 in the league, the joint highest with Bristol City's Bobby Reid. The Rams dropped 2 points late on at Queen's Park Rangers on Tuesday night, continuing a recent rocky spell of 6 without victory that has left some worried about dropping out the top 6. For now, they do retain a 4-point buffer to Bristol City and Preston North End, but with 10 matches left, will certainly need to rediscover their winning touch soon. It's been a decade now since Derby's rather pathetic last season in the top flight, when they picked up only 11 points, and there have been 2 playoff heartaches since then. Rowett has assembled a very solid side for championship level, but they need to find a second wind now to ensure it isn't another season of disappointment. Remaining fixtures: Sunday, Nottingham Forest A. March 18th, Cardiff City H. March 30th, Sunderland H. April 2nd, Preston North End A. April 7th, Bolton Wanderers H. April 10th, Wolverhampton Wanderers A. April 14th, Burton Albion A. April 21st, Middlesbrough H. April 28th, Aston Villa A. May 6th, Barnsley H. 6. Middlesbrough 58 points from 36 matches, goal difference plus 16. Middlesbrough were the big movers on Tuesday night as Patrick Bamford's winner at Birmingham City lifted them into the playoffs for the first time since November. It was a 3rd win in 4 for the Teesside club, but they still have plenty of work to do given how tight the race for 6th is at the moment. Relegated from the Premier League at the end of last season, it hasn't exactly been the smoothest of seasons as they aim to bounce back at the first attempt. Borough were 9th in the table when they parted company with Gary Monk just before Christmas, installing safe pair of hands Tony Pulis in his place. The results have been positive, with wins starting to arrive in recent weeks. Credit goes to Pulis for getting some goals out of Bamford, who now has 7 in 4 games. They don't score as many goals as most of the teams around them, but Borough are as stubborn as you'd expect a Pulis side to be, and they keep getting the results they need. The middle of April looks likely to be key when Borough play Sheffield United, Bristol City and Derby County in quick succession. Remaining fixtures: March 10th, Barnsley H, March 17th, Brentford A, March 30th, Wolverhampton Wanderers H, April 2nd, Burton Albion A, April 7th, Nottingham Forest H, April 10th, Sheffield United A, April 14th, Bristol City H, April 21, Derby County A, April 28th, Millwall H, May 6th, Ipswich Town A, also in the running below Middlesbrough in 6th. There are potentially another half-dozen teams who won't have completely given up on stealing a playoff place. Bristol City have struggled ever since their Carabao Cup semi-final, with Manchester City winning just 2 of their last 11 games. A poor run at the worst possible time. Nonetheless, they remain just a point off the final playoff spot, as do Preston North End, whose wins over Bristol City and Bolton in recent days have made the playoffs a distinct possibility. They moved above Sheffield United on Tuesday night, with the Blades needing to respond to their 3-0 loss at Fulham to keep alive hopes of a second straight promotion. They have been in and out of the playoff spots of late, but their form isn't as consistent as it needs to be. Brentford and Millwall are only 5 and 6 points off the playoffs respectively, having both recorded wins on Tuesday night and can't mathematically be ruled out.